It's week 9 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Falcons on EA Sports.
On a temperate afternoon for football here in the Southeast, there's a good look inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 106 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 81 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Falcons! Rondale Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Play made by Terrell Bernard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
And brought down by Zach Harrison. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Prescott off play action. Out to his left. His throw incomplete.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to win the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Here's Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10.
Cousins to throw it.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On play action, Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick.
Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Hook made by Terrell Bernard. And the return will stop right around the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception. The last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Zeke will have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll work down inside the 45. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 44 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Inside give to Elliott.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing. Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And his pass incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Final play of the half, Cousins.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They go play action. Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Now Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, Cousins. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Cousins. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Cousins again. Quick slant caught by Moore. And they'll get him. After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. Got London on a slant. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Cousins now. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. A first down carry by Allen.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Short throw.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
To throw is Cousins.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is caught. He hits Moore.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Cousins.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Cousins to throw it.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Cousins.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Cousins. Into the hands of London. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's 1st and goal. Now Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Algier going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Cousins to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Falcons go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Dak. That's caught by Tolbert. On the move past the 40. There he goes again. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll look to throw. He's got Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. Still going inside the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. This is 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. his throw is going to be incomplete.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Here's 1st down.
And, Charles, I'm no psychologist, not going to pretend to play one here, not on TV, but it looked to me like the icing that might have gotten to him there.
I think it's a good idea. You and I will stay out of that business, but different kickers react in different ways. It doesn't faze some of them. Others, you're not quite sure, but for whatever the reason, this game is still tied.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This from long, very long range. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
3rd and 9 here.
What can Cousins do in the OT? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Here's Dak. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Throwing is Cousins. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end.
It's Week 10 of the 2024 season, and we've got a showdown in the NFC East. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right? He got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 85 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's complete to Brown, right side. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Here's Hurts to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Elliott running right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have two. As we step aside here. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On play action, Prescott working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Prescott rolling to his right.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To Barkley on the check down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to... And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Najee Harris, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. The Cowboys were treated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't... He's got a man complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. He'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Put any Halloween costume on him, you're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Well, that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, 48 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Running wide side, Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Dak. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 5, 90 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He's back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Dallas, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to
It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Jake Ferguson. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Cowboys and the Texans on Monday Night Prime Time.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud now. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And the Cowboys have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the 48. That one's incomplete, couldn't connect.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now a 4th down staring right at him. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Taken in at the 15. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dell with the grab. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Looking right, and he brings it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He'll throw it yet again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Complete to Dell. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's their next. Get a chunk here. Throwing off the play fake here. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying again following the set. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. This from 28 yards away. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This from 28 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Rifles it, and it's on the money on the slant. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Dak to the air here. He's on the move. He's on the move. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Here's a give up the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Once again, Elliott. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 23. And it's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. And he shanked that one to the right. It is no good. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw right side, and that one's hauled in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he's brought down for a loss. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Throwing now, off play action. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a 1st down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Now it's Stroud. Caught by Diggs. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Finding Collins. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a...
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. The return starts at the 18. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Now here's Prescott. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet, but that's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Stroud now. Pass taken in by Diggs. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Second and 1. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. 2nd and 3 now. They'll stick with the ground game here. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Right back to Elliott now. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines. But hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Caleb Williams leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Darnell Mooney, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Jalen Hurts, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate, these two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Returning in from the 16. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Cowboys and Ezekiel Elliott just about set to get going on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Dak. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They'll run here on first down. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And this will be a scoop and score. He brings it back for the touchdown. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he shows a burst on his return. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Looking to throw, Stroud, into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action on first down. Dell with the grab. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They go play action on first. Got a man, coverage lost him, complete. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Cowboys about set to take over. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. Now Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Simple dive up the middle. Elliott gets a first down and more. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They give it to him again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 now from the 30. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing is Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Keeping it with Mixon. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back now, pressure on its way. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Back to throw, Stroud. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Oh no, they get him yet again. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Elliott straight ahead. And this one doesn't go far. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. On the give, it's Elliott. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. 3rd and just 2 to go. Once again, Elliott. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Final timeout called by the Texans. And he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. The give here on 2nd. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here we go. Prescott set to pass. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything. And this defense just proved he couldn't.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. Couldn't make that connection. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw. Cowboys rush it in, and they bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.